Hey, good morning. Today's prosperity topic is about the best home-based business. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Sherri Kirklin, and it was always my heart's desire to start a home-based business many years ago. After I got my college education and got my first job, I realized very quickly that I had big dreams and big visions for my life, and I wanted more choices in life. And it didn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that more choices in life required more dollars in my pocket. It was really just as simple as that. And I could see, based on what people in my profession, that profession I was in with my college degree, what their maxed out salary was. And I realized very quickly that I wouldn't be able to reach my dreams and have those big visions come true in my life with that paycheck. So I began looking for a home business. And when I looked around in my small town, I saw that the people who had plenty of money, that drove the big cars, that sponsored the little league teams, the people that I knew their kids and they always went on great vacations. Uh, those people had their own business. So I went on a search for the best home-based business. I wanted to work from home, and literally it took me through a process of many years. And what I found out can literally save you years and years of searching and heartache. You may have seen this. It's from the author Robert Kiyosaki. He's a famous author. He wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and he talks about his cash flow quadrant. And you might be in this quadrant right here as an employee where you have a job and you're trading your time for money. Or you might be self-employed. You own your job. Maybe you have a special skill, like you're a plumber or an electrician, or you own a car dealership or some small business. Um, or you're a business owner, like a CEO, like Michael Dell or Bill Gates or Steve Jobs, the late Steve Jobs, where you own a system, a massive system, and people work for you. Or maybe you've been through this quadrant before and you're on the last quadrant, you're an investor and you don't have to do anything and your money works for you. This is totally what we call passive income. Let me break this down just a little bit. So as an employee, you're literally trading your time for money. If you want more money, you'd have to work more. Some people work overtime, but really at the end of the day, you have 24 hours a day. And if you were even to multiply your 40-hour week salary times 3, is that enough for you? Is that enough for you to reach your goals and dreams and do whatever you want in life? And if you lose that job, you're subject to somebody else's whim. If the company decides to have a big layoff or offshore the work, poof, your job is gone and you're back to square one. Or you could be self-employed, where you own your job. These are people like plumbers and electricians who spend, tremendous hours every day working really hard, and nobody can fire them. But, what if they got disabled and they couldn't perform their skilled trade anymore? Their family would be, in a really bad situation. So I want you to begin thinking of yourself as a business owner. Um, Business owners typically have a system and they have people working beside them, with them, or for them. And it's not necessarily your hours that bring you the income, but the system and the people in the system. Every corporation in America, works like this. You have a CEO, you have upper level management, you have mid management, and then you have this huge force of workers, um, daily workers, the 40-hour a week workers that just have their task and they come in and they get it done. But I want you to see yourself as that business owner. And if the thought of owning a huge corporation is scary to you or you have no idea how that could ever happen, keep watching because I'm going to help break this down and help you see how you can become a business owner and still work in your pajamas like I do. And as you do that, you begin to earn more money than you could ever really spend. You'd have more than enough money to do those things that you want to do, and you'd have some left over. And that's when you break into becoming an investor. You want to, put aside that extra money that you don't really need or that you can sacrifice a few things and get that money working for you. So that's what Robert Kiyosaki teaches in his book. And it's very important for, if you've never seen this before, to really get your brain wrapped around that. So, um, if you think of yourself as a business owner, maybe you know some business owners who broke away into the franchise model. Maybe you know the guy who owns the local Subway in your hometown, or the Supercuts store, or the McDonald's, or Chick-fil-A. This is, a screenshot of what people pay to open up those franchises. Right here, Hampton Hotels, $3.7 million. Subway, starting at $36,000 all the way up to $262,000. This is crazy. The thought that, a single, you know, person like you or me had this kind of money sitting around to lay out for a franchise is flat crazy. But not only that, what's crazy to me is the thought of having to be in the retail industry. Just think of Subway. I mean, they're open 7 days a week from morning till night. Some of them are even open 24 hours. And, if I owned that business, I would be there. I would feel like I would have to be there to make sure it got run correctly. I wouldn't want to leave it in the hands of some, minimum wage employees. I would want to take responsibility for that business, and that doesn't sound very enticing to me. I'm looking for time freedom, not only financial freedom, and uh, you know, having my business open 7 days a week where I had to physically be there in person and drive and traffic to get there just doesn't sound appealing. I always knew that there were people all over the world earning quiet fortunes from home and potentially working in their pajamas like I do. So I didn't stop until I found what I was looking for. And I found it, and I'm here sharing it with you in this simple video. And I want to just list out some of the top 10 benefits of your new best home business. Like I said, you get to work from home, you get to choose your own hours, go at your own pace. And the really cool thing is that you have a global presence. If you chose Subway as your model, you're really limited to your small town or your small region within a large city. Um, Here you can have a global presence. If you've been in any sort of network marketing companies, where they teach you to reach out to your friends and family or, pick up the telephone book and do cold calling, we don't do any of that here. No cold calling, no need to approach friends and family, no inventory to stock. If you've been involved in some of those pills, potion, lotion businesses through the years, maybe you've still got products in your garage. No inventory to stock here. And, having a home based business is one of the best ways to receive some really good tax benefits. You can actually put money back in your pocket just from being involved in a business on a daily basis, whether you make a profit or not. And all you need is a computer, the internet, and maybe a phone. I say maybe because it's not a necessity. There's so many better ways to communicate other than the phone. And this is definitely not a pyramid scheme. We're not one of those scams that focus on recruiting. We have a great product that's valuable to every brick and mortar business, to every internet business, really to anybody in business anywhere on the planet. Our product alone is of high value to them and can be used to help them promote whatever business they're in. And the really cool thing is that you have a potential for a full-time or more income in only a few hours a day after you spend some time with myself and a few people that I work with to learn a few simple strategies. And I don't know if you're going to take action on that. Some people do, some people don't, but your income is really related to your ability to learn a simple skill and to take some action on it. So I've broken this down into 3 simple steps to get started in the best home-based business. I want you to connect today with an online franchise system that I'm going to share with you. We've really boiled it down to a simple science with simple to follow steps and um, taking action or connecting today. You've got nothing to lose other than the few minutes and the keystrokes that it takes for you to put your name and email address uh, into my Connect site. So you'll see that at the end of this video and below this video. And I want you to connect today with a mentor, someone like me who cares about your success. I work with an amazing team of people, and we care about people and are committed to their success. I want you to begin learning today how you can become one of those millions around the world currently earning quiet fortunes from home and creating your own economy. No need for you to struggle anymore with your finances when this is sitting right in front of you. These are some quotes that have really been powerful to me in my life. Wisdom comes from two places: your mistakes or your mentor. Your mentor could be anybody. It could be the Bible, it could be a book, a pastor, a yogi, a guru, a spiritual mentor. It could be anybody. But you truly learn from your mentors or your mistakes. And it's our goal to help you learn from our mistakes. We don't want you to go through that process, those years and years of searching for something that worked. We have what works and we'll share it with you. And I want you to quit hoping. I want you to take action today because one action is worth a million hopes. And keep in mind that the only way to increase your income is to get around people who make more than you and study them and listen to them. Let them be your mentor. And that's what I'm reaching out to you for today. I want to be that mentor for you. Your dreams will wait for you to be bigger inside and for you to have more skill and for you to learn more so that you can handle that bigger world outside. And really, that's all. That's it. This is really just a short video. I just want you to know that my wish for you is that you'll connect with your purpose, live your passion, and never, ever, ever give up on your dreams. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes of your precious time with me. Now, it's time. It's time right now for you to get started today. There's a link just below this video in the description area. Just put your name and email address in there, and that's the way for you to connect with me and my team and get started today. I hope I get to see you and meet you on the inside. This is Sherri Kirklin. Have a fabulous day.